is Business and Economy Network.
Hello viewers, glad to know you're watching your program wherever you are. Those of you in Abuja, Port Harcourt, Ilori, Kano, Kaduna, Enugu, Asaba, wherever you're watching, those of you in Ghana, South Africa, wherever you're watching the program, I want to say thank you so very much for keeping faith with your program. This is Business and Economy Network. My name is Peter Nwuche. Well, for the program rundown today, we have special spotlights on Padson Industries Ltd. Where for special report, we have Shyos Nigeria Ltd. And for company in focus, we have Sevan Construction Nigeria Ltd. Don't forget, this is December period. It's period of Thanksgiving, it's period of joy, and it's period of sharing. Share and make sure that you love one another and do something. I'll be back after this time out. Don't touch it down.
Founded in 1977, Padson Industries Ltd. has evolved into whatever it needs to stay in business. From a small firm that was involved in trading, buying and selling of furniture and building materials, the company went on to become a supplier of particle boards and plywood in the 80s. However, seeing that raw materials were not available to cater to plywood needs, the company evolved to importation from Japan.
We thank the Almighty God. Padson Industries Ltd. Came to being in 1977, but not as Padson Industries Ltd. It was as Padson Enterprises. It was a trading company, and we are distributor to Nigeria, and we will go to Agarawu to buy different type of furniture and building materials to sell. By and large, we can buy from the Korea company then. That was in early 80s. We call them Daewoo Nigeria Limited, Samsung Nigeria Limited, and different type of them before they wipe out during the financial crisis of early 80s then. So that's how we have been going, and along the line, in 1985, during the time of Buhari Idi Agban regime, that they were calling for people to industrialize Nigeria. We incorporate our company then, Padson Industries Ltd, to be. We want to be doing laminated sheet. That is impregnated sheet and put together with particle board or plywood or any other things. But along the line, we find out that we cannot get enough particle board then because AT&P, African Timber and Plywood that we rely on, cannot supply us. They have a crisis, and then there is another company that was an India company at that time. It was Seron Wood. It was in Calabar then. I think also we have problem. We have our own from Epe Plywood. So all of them have problem. That's what crippled the business. But we thank God in the some years back, later, we went into buying Tokumbo engine, used engine from Japan. And that's what we put us to be buying used motorcycle also from Japan, before we finally migrated to motorcycle from China, which we have our assembly line in Ilorin here. We have assembly line also for a tricycle, and we have a factory that we have adhesive company that we use for foam and furniture industry. And currently now we are integrated to assembly line of motor vehicle that will, in due course, we will finish by the time we ratify everything from the Bank of Industry, and we are going to put in. We have signed an agreement with our partner, and everything is at cost, which will be finished very soon. Well, like I told you, even with my brief introduction, you find out that there have been a lot of problems here and there. But we believe firmly on God. I can assure you that we believe firmly on God, because we claim where we are going from what God has said to his people in the book of our Bible that we are reading. And it has been the major thing that we focus on. And so whenever there is a floating problem, we believe that it will be temporary. And that's why when there is a problem and we find out that there is any other new thing we can do to bring it into the system. Because you will agree with me that we have a large number of population in Nigeria. And this has helped us. The population in Nigeria as what has helped us to be able to float in the business. Because there is nothing you buy. We don't centralize what you are buying on Ilorin alone. We have branches and we have customers all over the country. And so it's usually, when you advertise yourself, people will know you and people will come. And a lot of people, you don't need to localize yourself that you are in Ilorin. And all you are doing is for Ilorin people. We are in Nigeria and we believe everything will be done to Nigerian people. Let me tell you, we are still not forgetting about our trading. We are still doing trading, which even like I've told you, we are still distributor to Nigeria as I'm talking to you, and we have plan to make sure that we are able to put in a 5-star hotel in Ilorin here.
Not having enough fund cripples new and existing business, and as such, support from the federal and state governments is needed for growth in the industry, seeing that banks often ask for 100% collateral.
Well, one of the problems we have is that, you see, as a Nigeria who starts on its own, finance is important. How to put things together. You rely on banks. Sometimes the banks fails you. You rely on banks. The bank gives you 10% today. Tomorrow they say it's 15%. You rely on banks. By the time you are about to finish your project, the prices goes up and they are not likely to support you. These things are part of the problem that is facing indigenous companies, especially us. And you also find out that government policy sometimes affects what we are doing. Policy, tomorrow you find out you cannot do this thing, tomorrow you can do things. The only thing I can employ the government is that they should be carrying us. If there is going to be a policy that is going to affect, maybe in the next 6 months or a year, we have in future, everybody will have in mind, so that you prepare your mind and set the risk little. Because by the time things are like that, you find out that you have minimized your risk before it comes eventually. And even Bank of Industry, we talk to the NAC, National Association of Automobile, that this is what we are doing. They came to us, the director, one of their senior directors led the delegation to us, and they were impressed with what they saw and promised us that they are going to give us. They approved the money, send it to Bank of Industry, but it's still hanging. We have not been able to receive the money, and you can even see the delay, what it has cost us now. That is the depreciation in the currency now. But notwithstanding, we need the Bank of Industry to please move closer to us. The Bank of Industry have finally came to check. They also have come. They came and visited the factory, recommend on their own, and promise that they will disburse the money as soon as possible. But the government, like I've said, if you are looking at what is happening now in the Far East, that is China. Everybody will be amazed that China is this, China is this, but I can assure you it's the government that is doing most of the things for them. They make sure that they support the people to grow. So I think the government should support us to grow. I believe that what you are doing now is a kind of an incentive that we bring people to see. Like maybe Minister for Investment, Minister for Industry, Commissioner, Chairman of local government, governors of each state. Let them be identified, the stakeholder in the application. Visit them. Because by the time you are visiting people, it is then you will know their problem. Then they will be amazed. They will tell, because you will find out most of us that when you see us, maybe on Sunday, we are in a beautiful garment. You believe we are doing. By the time you meet people in the factory, you find out that they are not the kind of people you are seeing in different ways. So they were able to appreciate us, and they were able to see what we are doing, and they were able to guarantee sometimes. Because they were able to issue a guarantee to the government, I mean to whoever financial institution that we are doing, that they were able to support us. But by the government support us, they might even forget about all the bureaucracy of what you want to do. Because in Nigeria, you want to take 1 million naira, they want 2 million naira collateral from you, they want this one from you. So how will a new man start, or how do you venture into new things? When eventually, because when you are into all these things, you cannot use your money to invest. You only put all your business, I mean, everything is on the business. So it's not easy for you to say, okay, go and bring this over, go and bring those. Sometimes it doesn't happen. Because you have to think of the raw materials. The raw materials you need to put in place to make sure that it's not a small thing. You think of what you want to stock in, what you want to use for the 3 or the next 6 months. How do you want to do it? How will you do this? How will you do that? So it's not the money you are having, it's not really for investment, but to be on your business. So and you find out that in Nigeria, if you don't have enough money, you cannot do all these things. So it's better that the government move closer and they will be able to sign a bond or guarantee on behalf of the business people, and it will ease our problem.
Shyos Nigeria Ltd was founded in 1977 by Alhaji Shamsuddin Ogundare, an expert who already had comprehensive knowledge of steel construction works in its various firms. From working with various companies, he built a solid portfolio that enabled him to gather the right team when the time came for him to start his own company.
I'm Alhaji Shamsuddin Ogundare. I established this company since 1977 in this Lagos, where I resigned from Niteco construction, the flatbed trailer, sided trailer, and some other steel works we were doing by them under the company before I resigned.
Shyos Nigeria Ltd is known for dealing with individuals and corporate bodies, delivering various projects as it operates in Nigeria. Parts of the company's operations include the construction of mobile trailer tanks for several petroleum companies. Raw materials are gotten from Nigeria, while those such as steel or other fittings are imported. Yet, with the experience gained by working with expatriates in the past, the company is able to fulfill the dreams of clients in good faith.
Yes, we build a lot of tank farms. We did a lot of structural steel works for individual and the companies. Then we construct a mobile trailer tankers too for many petroleum companies. The experience has been there for long because we have been doing all this type of work from the company that we trained. There is a company we trained for this tank farm. The tank farm was not built by Nigerian before. It's been built by the Lebanese Indian people coming to Nigeria. So by the time we now started working with them, we now share a lot of experience from them, which they are now happy with us. We always make sure any contract we got, we make sure we completed it. We didn't disappoint any customers in times of the construction. If we were advanced or given money to do, then we make sure we do it with our good faith and make sure the work is done accordingly. There's some materials locally. We got some materials imported by ourselves. Anyone that is not available, I do travel to overseas and get some materials. In terms of trailer axle, the tankers fittings, they are all imported. It's not been manufacturers here. Even including the steel, there are some steel materials which is not fabricated here. They are all imported. Through the Lebanons or these Indian people, they do bring it to Nigeria for us to use.
Today, just as it is for most companies in Nigeria, funding continues to be a challenge for the company, since banks often ask for collateral. Banking and insurance processes in Nigeria are the same, and these processes are not business friendly, hence a big challenge for industrialists.
That is the major challenges we are facing. The major challenge is, if we got a contract, we do normally go to bank to loan, and the bank, we have to start with something with the bank before we get loan. You cannot just go to bank, say I want loan money, they easily give it to you like that. Impossible. You must have something as a collateral to stand for you. So from there we get it to insurance too. The same process we are using to bank is the same process we are using for insurance. So that is the areas of the challenges we are facing now. So we want government now to be helping us, and the area we can be helping others.
Engineering is spectacular and more capital intensive, so it is possible that young people in Nigeria may not find it attractive. They should also embrace it because it is pertinent for infrastructural growth and for uplifting the lives of Nigerians. Youths only need to hone their skills and begin modestly so they can attain to greater heights in the field.
My advice to the younger people, that the engineering work is very, very impressive. For our younger ones that are coming behind, is very impressive if they can try to do it, because although it's very much capital intensive, it's not easy for someone to start it immediately without having something. We faced a lot of challenges when we started. Not that by that time we started going up. No, things started gradually before you get up. So you cannot say we are going to be a billionaire tomorrow or immediately you started. No, impossible. You must be very well talented before you become a billionaire.
In an age where technology has simplified almost everything for humans and has also spearheaded infrastructural development, there is still the nagging problem of substandard delivery of infrastructural projects in Nigeria. There are so many issues that require attention, yet Sevan Construction is able to carry out construction projects all over Nigeria in different capacities.
Sevan Construction was established in 1981. We have carried out different capacity of projects and within all the corners of the nation, from the north to the south and everywhere else. So far, we are expanding and growing.
The built industry is one area where constant attention should be given to proper designs, implementations, and the use of high standard materials, so that the end users of edifices or structures could be safe and enjoy these facilities for a long time. In view of this, Sevan Construction has the habit of delivering projects on time and makes sure that these projects are of good quality.
We deliver on time and quality from the biggest to the smallest companies within the nation.
The construction firm stays at the top of technology trends and makes sure it expands by training indigenous workers to upgrade their skills to measure up to international standards. Yet, the objective of Sevan Construction is to maintain local manpower and encourage foreign direct investments for Nigeria.
Yes, they are. They've been using it from a lot of projects and so far it's successful. Well, based on technology, the way it's improving in the world outside, we're trying to expand and train locals to try and adopt to international standards. Well, from our own point of view, we are trying to maintain our local manpower, right? And within our community or society, yes, there are lacks, but we also try and put the positive parts again to encourage others again to come and invest. The biggest market in Africa now, which is Nigeria. This kind of thing.
On safety measures, Sevan Construction does not lag behind. Once a year, members of staff receive safety-related training, and every week they engage in what is known as Safety Week. Furthermore, each staff is fully protected within the firm's standard. Above all, what makes the firm to be sustainable is the unique relationship that the management cultivates with customers. Apart from pleasing investors, customers are welcome on board, and feedback from customers are often received with appreciation, while complaints are treated with the utmost urgency.
Regarding the safety aspect, once a year we have training for all our staff, and we have a safety week that is carried out, and we also, each of our staffs are PPE protected, right from top to bottom, from the entrance of the gate. And we have a safety officer that's his job to monitor all the workers are within our standard. Well, the reason why we are surviving is because of the relationship we always establish with our customers, right? It's not only a business relationship. We try and bring our customers on board the company as a family member, right? We're close with them and always follow ups, find out if they have complaints, issues, for us to improve again.
Well, this is the time we permit us. I want to say thank you so very much. Whatever, anything that has a beginning definitely must have an end. This is the time we permit us. Well, on behalf of the production crew, I want to say thank you so very much. I've received your mails. Those of you who have called, those of you who have actually commended us, and those who have criticized us. Thank you and thank you and thank you. Don't forget, the year is gradually coming to an end. You must finish strong. That's also my plan. And there's also a season of Thanksgiving and loving and sharing. Love one another and share whatever you have. God bless you.